Hello, friends, and welcome back to Restore You and episode 8 of our tucks, pockets, and mini journals. And today we are going to focus on this little beauty here. This is a swing pocket, sort of, but the most important thing to remember is that it is also a cello window, which I'm going to show you guys how to create. And this is really a beginner project, but compared to all of the others that we've done, this will probably be the most complicated of the others that we did. And the intent is that it's just going to cover and hold whatever it is that you're working on your page. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you a couple of other examples. This one is one that I did not adhere so that we could use it for the samples, but I also have, this is one from, if you've gone on our Etsy shop, I have not done I don't think I did a video about the ephemera kits, but we have a patriotic ephemera kit, and this is a magazine project that I'll be debuting a little bit later, but all of the things that are in this, or a lot of the things, I shouldn't say all of them, are elements from the actual 100 plus piece kit from our patriotic ephemera kit. And then there are also digitals like that from the digital patriotic kit. So look for those on the Etsy shop. And this is the one that I did particularly for this. This one, I believe, there's the tag, the red, white, and blue. I'm going to set that aside. Oh yeah, this one does have a magnet on it, but this is a card that I did years ago. It was a close to my heart project. And there is the prettiness of it. And then it opens up, and I kind of didn't totally plan, but there inside is another tag and a belly band. And if you see here, the reason I chose this is actually an old, close to my heart catalog that I've cut in half. And I use this one particularly because there were so many patriotic pages. And so you can see all of these were in here. So I just decided, well, we're just going to incorporate it into our project. So like these I need to still cover, but then all of these are patriotic as well. So I do have another project that I'm really excited to share with you. I am working, as I've mentioned before, on my own garden journal, and we are going to use magazines to do a portion of that with a surprise element as well. This one does have a magnet, as you can see, to kind of latch it in place, and so the one we do today will do the same thing. And then, let's see. Oops, I gotta put that over there. This one is part of that garden project that we're going to do. This is an old file folder, and it opens up. And then inside of here, we have some pages. This I haven't attached yet. And this will be attached to make a pocket. But all of those things take time. I would love to just put it all together. But every time I start gluing stuff together, I go, oh, I shouldn't have glued that. Which brings me to one important element of this project. When we're working on this, make sure that no matter how much you really, really want to, do not glue this together, as I'll show you in a minute, until you absolutely have all of the elements intact and you're ready to place it on your page. Don't ask me how I know that. I'm just trust me on this. One little shout out too. This does not spin. Let me see. Natasha at Rick Rack and Ribbons is a new YouTuber, and we've had some communications, and she's just so sweet. And she has a fantastic tutorial on how to use negatives. And these, if you can see, I don't know if you can or not, say April 1969 on them. That was the year that I was born. So see, now you all know how old I am. But I was recently going through and organizing my grandma's quilt room and storage area and came across a bunch of negatives. Of course, most of those had photos of our family in them, but there were a few that had they were just black. They didn't obviously come through. So I pulled those out and made these in honor of Miss Natasha and her fabulous tutorial. So if you would like, hop on over to Rick Rack and Ribbons, and you can get all of the skinny on how to make those yourself. This is the one that I made in honor of her. It says Stay Strong. So Natasha, if you're out there and you're listening, shout out to you. Thanks for the idea. And then I also wanted to share just something that I did because I only had 3 of these. So I did make a template. And then inside of this, for those of you who do inchies and twinchies, this is 1 inch around. So you could use those. I actually made a template 1 1/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch, just so if I was gluing, I could glue behind it, and it was a little bit bigger. Otherwise, this just goes directly inside. It won't glue. So anyway, there's that. And this was the last one I did. Now, usually I only do 1 or 2 of each project just to get the hang of it, and then I do my videos. But lucky you, I have done 2 takes of this video and have deleted both of them. So, hey, if you were here with me on this one, it would have been fantastic. But unfortunately, we're going for round 3. Ding, ding, ding. 3rd time is a charm. So I've done a few things in advance of this to make it go a little bit quicker. And here's what you are going to need. You're going to need a few pieces of paper, at least 2 8.5 by 11 or larger. You're going to want to grab this template. It's on our Facebook page, To Restore You, our VIP group. And just hop over there. It should be in the post, and it should also be in the files. And I would suggest just grabbing that out and printing it, cutting it out, and then picking your papers. Then you will want to have your basics, your tape, your glue, your hole punch, any embellishments you want. I do have a circle punch that I'm going to use here in a second. Scissors, you might want to have some brads, any clear cello plastic you have. For this one, we're going to use this that I think a stamp or something came in. Some magnets, which are optional, but I am going to show you how to use this today. Of course, your ruler, your trimmer, and if you wish, you can grab an embossing tool like this one. If you don't have one, as always, I'll show you my scissor method, so you can use that as well. So that's what you're going to need. Once you do that, go ahead and grab your paper and cut out this template. It looks like I forgot to cut one of the pieces out. So let me just do that. I went ahead and cut this because, you know, you don't need to watch me cutting paper. But this is what you're going to do. And for this particular one, I'm not even sure what I used. But anything that is a cylinder. It could be the bottom of a coffee mug. This one I used, for this one, I used this right out of my pantry. So anything, whatever shape you want. For the one that we're going to make today, it's going to be rectangle because I have been working on these, and I'm going to do a very quick tutorial to show you how to do these yourself. But this one I wanted to incorporate into this project. So ours is going to be rectangle, and I just kind of drew it out and eyeballed it for this example. But all of your dimensions are on here for this size. The one that I did, and my apologies, I only put the template on for the larger one, which I will tell you, oh goodness, what was her name? It's been a long time since I watch this, but this project is inspired from, Genevieve Designs. And she actually does a lot of, I would say just books that you can order with tons of templates in them, if that's your thing. She goes to a lot of work to create those, so you can check her out at Genevieve Designs. But for me, I needed to be able to have some different sizes, so I created my own. And this one is much, much smaller. This one is 4x6, and this one let's just see, is 4.5 by 3 3/8, 3 1/4-ish. So, but I did not put that on the Facebook page, so I need to do another template and pop that over there for you too. Okay, so go ahead. By now, you probably have printed this out. You've cut out your piece of paper, and now we're going to put that aside. Let me see if I can get both of those things in there so you can continue to look at them. Pretty much. Okay, so I want this to actually be the outside pattern on my design, and this is the other side. So let me just fold this just like, it's going to be opposite of this because, well, here, it's still going to be opposite, but so all you're going to do is at that 1 inch mark, which is right here, you're just going to fold that up. Again, you can use a embossing tool or the back of your scissors just to make sure that's down really well. Then fold it here, and you can use your embossing tool if you wish. Kind of go like this with that embossing tool. If not, like I always say, you can use the edge of your scissors. Not pointy side up, but at an angle. That works fabulous too. I love this yummy pattern inside. And I think, you know, a lot of these I've done, when you open them up, there's a surprise element, and it's got, there's a sequence in that one. You know, some kind of image. But for this one, this is so pretty that I don't think I'm going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and fold it together. And I do this because I don't trust myself. So this is what it's going to look like on the back side. So here's the first thing I do, because so in full self-disclosure, I may have made one of these upside down, which was one of the deleted videos. So see, you didn't get to enjoy my giggles when I did that. But so the way that I can make sure that I'm on the right side is by actually punching that hole there. Well, I'm not saying that I still won't mess it up, but it helps a little bit. So what you're going to want to do is, if you're doing your circle, if I were doing this the right way, I would have turned this over and then drawn, you know, whatever shape it is around here. But I hadn't decided yet which side I wanted my window to be on, so it is what it is. I went ahead and drew it on this side. So one thing I'm gonna show you really quick, but I'm not going to cut it out this way. I'm going to cut it out a little bit differently. If you don't have a cutting board or pad, and I don't even know what this is called, my husband's knife, not to worry. What I usually do is I just make a hole with my awl or scissors or whatever you have, and then I simply, it's going to be hard to see on this pattern too, but I just go up to the corners, or if it's a circle, I just make it into a pie and then do that and then cut around it, as you can see here. But since I have my handy dandy little tool here, yeah, I'm just going to quickly cut this box cutter. Is that what you call it? When I was in high school, I worked at a grocery store called Hy-Vee, and we had to get up really early, like, I don't know. Well, early for somebody who's 16, like 5 or so, and stock shelves. And so my boss was a guy named Mike, and he was really funny. And I was scared of the box cutter. And he's like, all right, Angela, you're off stocking duty. You're going to crush boxes. And I thought, that's much more at my alley. I was so paranoid that I might cut myself with a box knife. Now, wouldn't he be proud all these years later to see me using that box knife just every single day in my projects? So, all right, let's see what this looks like when we put it together. Yeah, I don't love where that landed, but let's see how this is going to fit in it. By the way, all that sequins, I got that at, it was in one of my auction totes. It came with the gifts, and I don't really use a lot of sequins, but so that looks adorable. Okay, that's perfect. That's where we want it. You know what? I'm afraid if I put, I've got these, but they're a little too whimsical. Let me just see if I have something that, I don't want it to really stick up. We're going to flip through this hot mess of I've rearranged this menagerie of ephemera. It's, you know, it's by topic, but I'm not sure that I'm going to see anything that I like, so I might just bypass it for the sake. I might come back to this later and put something in there, but I'm telling you, it's Monday, and I'm just not in the mood to sift through that at the moment. Excuse me. So we're just going to roll with it. Okay, so now we know exactly where we want this. So I want to be able to show you how we can make this into the swing pocket. Remember, do not glue anything together yet. So I have this cute envelope that I'm using. This is for, I'm hoping for my garden journal project. So I've already cut all of the pieces out. So I'm just going to glue those on really quick. Maybe. So we can get that out of the way. This weekend, it was like blazing hot. And actually Landon and Dave spent quite a great deal of time outside working on landscaping at our house, a little bit at the venue. So they actually did get all hot and sweaty, but I did my best to not. So I did I did what I said I wasn't going to do, which was start any more new projects until I got all of the videos done that I wanted to get done. But I found, here's how it started. I had come across some of my Grandma Rose's Italian cookbooks and her kitchen clatter cookbook, which was a staple when we were growing up. It was always out. And after many, many years of us not being able to find them, apparently I had them. And so I was kind of reorganizing my cabinet that has those in there. And I found a little something that I was going to throw away, and I'm not going to tell you because you'll have to tune in to find out all the fun we're going to have with it. And I was like, well, that will be perfect for a project. And so then instead of doing more videos, I just started trying out that project. I don't need this on here. I don't know. Well, yeah, I do. Just so that it keeps it closed while we work on it. Son of a biscuit. See, I told you if I talk, I will goof it up. All right, so I got to take this piece of paper up because don't glue this. What I say? Do as I say, not as I do. Don't glue anything down until you're absolutely ready. What we're going to do is we're going to make this swing right here, okay? So we're going to make it swing out like that, and then this will pop open and we can put all of our goodies in it, okay? But if I want let's see. I might want this to, I think I might have, I can save it. I think I'm going to have it, little magnet right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do under here is just mark it. And then I'm going to mark it right about where that polka dot is. Okay. Let's just fix my, Angela got too excited. Luckily this is, the 3M Create Glue, so it is more forgiving. But now I got to do it on both sides. Jeez Louise, Angela. Actually, that one I do not. Okay, so here's the easiest way for you to figure out where your magnets are going to go. These magnets, let me tell you, see, they just hold all of my stuff together, but they've kind of got a mind of their own. So I'm going to just, where did I put that? I'm just going to put that about where I want it. And I'm just going to put it right there for a minute. And now I'm going to put this inside of here, just like that. I'm not doing anything to it except placing it there. And then I'm just going to kind of let these two decide where they want to live. And now I know, so I'm just going to put a squirt of glue. See, this would have been much easier if I hadn't already glued it down, but I'm just going to put a little touch of glue right there for the meantime. And I'm going to pull this carefully apart. Dang it. See what I tell you? They do whatever they want. That's why once that's down, here's your best solution. This is my trusty med tape from Dave's Med Kit. Don't worry. He has plenty more where that came from. Okay, and then I'm going to just tape that down. Problemo solved. How easy was that? Now let's fix my, take all your paper apart. I just got some on there. All right, so now let's close this back up. Try it out. Something's not. There we go. Okay, good. But now, okay, that's perfect. Now I gotta move my pencil mark here. So now we're going to, this is the easiest way to do it once we've got our magnet on there. And I usually do the magnet first, but I just use my awl again, and I just poke a hole approximately where I want it to swing out. So, cha-choo. That way we know. Okay? So I can see my little hole is right there. Please, please work. Okay. And I'm going to use the smallest one I can find. And I don't have a hammer up here, but a lot of times what I'll do is hammer that down so it's flat. It doesn't stick out, but for today, after 4 of these, I'm over it. Oh, goodness. All right. This is the hardest part. I use my awl a lot when I'm doing brads because you shouldn't use your nails as a tool, they say, right? Although I do it all the time. And I cut off all my nails, so now I really can't. Angela. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you guys. Hang on. No worries. Let's put this thing together. Okay. I don't know if I really want that to go through there, but it's gonna have to, I guess. Because I had it poked through there before. Okay. And this one, of course, is gonna have to go through there too. Okay, let me just glue it. So nervous about this gluing. Although, like I said, I did one and I was just talking away upside down. That was great. I fixed it though. I just flipped it upside down and cut this side off and glued that together and it was fine. Dang it. These, I think I might have said this before, or it could have been in one of my previous takes of this video. I don't know where I got those brads at, but I mean, they're just like office brads and they're not good. I made a bunch of buttons into brads and they're just kind of wimpy. They're just kind of flimsy. All right, let's do this again. My mind has not been all there, which, you know, is probably not unusual. We just had all kinds of family stuff going on, so I've been more focused on that, and I just realized that, as you guys probably know, sometimes you just need a little bit of crafting and creativity to get your mind off of things and kind of reset, and that is where I am at this week. I've got to just do a few things for myself. Now, on the others that we did, like this one does not, well, it actually does. This is one of those brads, but not very well. It doesn't move very well. And then this one, I just stuck a brad in there with these 3 pieces. So just for a little extra element. Not necessary, but it was kind of cute. But for this one, I had this, and actually this was an accident. I pulled this sticker, which says, I don't know if you can see it, "This life is so beautiful." And then I didn't use it on the project I was doing, so I was like, well, I got to use it somewhere. So I just stuck it on that paper, and as it turned out, it matched with what I was working on. So now, if you guys have better ideas on how to do this, by the way, these are, I don't know, these were from Hobby Lobby. These are Happy Planner stickers. I have a big Happy Planner and I love using it. Do I ever use stickers in it? No, but I thought these were cute. These little girls. This is too, I believe, a Happy Planner. And I got them for like 74 cents a packet, but they're kind of squishy. And so they don't necessarily stay on projects very well. So I just put a little extra on there. And I'll just make her a little added That's so cute. This one is going to go, I believe, either in my garden journal or it will go into another one that I've been collecting. I have one of those huge 12 by 12 containers, and I think I might use it for my girly journal, but I have not decided, but it is done. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, well, it doesn't really matter because we didn't put anything inside it, and I forgot to do the little inside thing. But let me just tell you, I got thrown off by my cello thing right here. All you do is cut it a little bit bigger and glue it in the inside. So I can, this will be easy if I do decide to do that. I don't think I need to because I've got this, and then I can use it, the pocket, for other journaling cards too. So, oh, girls and boys, I'm telling you, I need a vacation. But I think that that should do it. I'm trying to think if there's any other little tips and tidbits that I want to share with you about the project. My biggest advice is don't glue stuff down. Don't do what I did. But look how cute this is. And you can use this, you know, inside of many pages. You can use it inside of, like I did on the original journal where it flipped out. There's just lots and lots of opportunities, and you can make a bunch of these all at once, kind of do an assembly line, and boom, you've got a whole bunch of embellishments and pockets for your next journal. So with that, I want to thank you for all your patience and watching all of my mess ups today on this Monday morning. And we will come back and we'll talk a little bit about, up in episode 9, it will be our last episode, about journaling prompts that you can add to your journal and how to write in your journal. So look forward to that. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe or just hit your notification bell, and then you'll know when those videos pop up. Until then, my friends, take time to just be and have a great rest of the week.